Y'all, or most of y'all Trump voters are fucking suckers, man. I gotta tell you this right now. You guys are funny. Oh, how you gonna like paying 20% more for that fucking avocado? How about that imported Mexican beer, motherfucker? I'm gonna turn the light off because what I'm doing isn't fucking important. Oh, man. We're gonna make Mexico pay for the wall. Yeah, good luck. Oh, man. $20 billion, $20 billion in taxpayer money is gonna go to this fucking wall, man. Um, and now you're gonna say only Christians, refugees can come in this country. Fuck you. Discriminating against other people. And this ain't some liberal SJW shit, because I can't stand those motherfuckers, man. And if you think that's what I'm doing right now, you need to reevaluate your morals and your ethics and your love for people. We're all fucking people, man. And I like how all of these alt-right motherfuckers come out and they are like, oh, get the Muslims out of this country, blah, blah, blah. It's like, do you know that most religion is responsible for bloodshed? More so Catholics than anybody else, because they massacred Muslims and Christians in the Crusades. How is this going to make us any stronger or any safer? It's not. I never thought I'd be giving a liberal politician props, but props on freezing the executive order. I think it's bullshit. I see a lot of people saying, oh, well, if they want to be with their family, they can go home. It's like, wait a minute, these people you're talking about that are wanting their family to come here, they're U.S. citizens. They gain legal citizenship. I'm not talking about people from Mexico. I'm talking about people from the Middle East. Who was here before the white people? Native Americans were, and we just took their shit from them. You know? Some of y'all who don't know me, I'm not a conservative. I'm not a liberal, man. I agree with views on both sides. I believe in being able to own a gun. If you want an AR-15, I think you should be able to have one. I've got one. I don't believe in any more background checks because I think we go through enough. At the same time, I'm really passionate about our Fourth Amendment right. That tends to be more of a liberal issue than a conservative issue. Immigration. I think we need more immigration in this country. I think it's important that we're able to filter people coming through. And it tends to be more of an issue with conservatives and I'm not even going to say conservative. It's almost like I'm throwing my name in that pile, and I'm not in that pile. It seems to be these alt-right fuckers. I can't stand some of you guys, man. And I really like how a lot of these people are coming out now and they're saying, fuck, I should never have voted for Trump. Yeah, but you would have had to vote for Hillary too, so we would have been fucked either way. Trump, I don't know how many executive orders he signed, but he signed a lot in a week. A lot. The two that I agree with are the TPP and getting the United States out of the TPP, but now I have to wonder, like, okay, well, what is that going to do? Does he have something in his back pocket? Does he have something in his pocket now? Are we going to see something else that is going to be transparent, but in the text it really isn't? And then getting the lobbying, I think the executive order said that if you've ever been an administration official or a politician or a senator or something, you can't be a lobbyist for 5 years until after it's been 5 years you've been out of office. Well, there should be a lifetime ban on that. If you've ever been a politician, you should not be able to be a lobbyist. And if you're a lobbyist, you shouldn't be able to be a politician. End of story. Getting lobbying out of politics is probably the most important thing this country can do. That can end the military-industrial complex, the prison-industrial complex. It would be fair for people. There would be no more money. So the only incentive that would be there for these politicians who we elect would be to do the right thing. Trump wants to make jobs, right? Well, why don't we make jobs? Why didn't he make jobs in Flint, Michigan to replace all the pipes there that the city is responsible for? But instead, he created 35 permanent jobs for the Keystone XL pipeline, which has been dead for years. I don't even know why that's relevant now. I don't understand it at all. So I'm smoking cigarettes because I'm doing this. I have nothing to do. I'm sitting out in my truck. 35 permanent jobs for the Keystone XL pipeline. And he says, oh, well, the steel is going to come from the United States. Like, oh, really? Are you going to examine every single piece of steel that comes through? Because if you really mean that, I hope that you're examining every piece of steel that's built for that pipeline. That goes for the DAPL too. Something I'm against, and it seems biased because my girlfriend and my stepdaughter is full-blooded Lakota, and anybody that doesn't know what the Lakota tribe is, Sioux is another name for it, and Sioux is a slang term for Native Americans. It means cutthroat. It's a demeaning term. You can look that up too. This Muslim thing, man, discriminating against religious establishments, religious beliefs. Nowhere in the Constitution does it say that this is a Christian nation. Nowhere. The Founding Fathers hated organized religion because they knew the evil and the violence that came along with it. You can say whatever you want about it. You can say whatever you want. I don't care. Nowhere in the Constitution does it say anything about that the United States is a Christian nation. That's non-existent in the Constitution. I read an article about two Muslim girls, or two Middle Eastern girls. I don't even know if they're fucking Muslims. I don't know. It doesn't say. But I think the article was assuming because their mother's from the Middle East or from Iraq, that they must be fucking Muslim, right? I mean, this executive order that was signed after this mother got a visa to come from Iraq, and then when he signs an executive order when she's in international airspace, and when she touches down, they say, nope, you're not getting off this plane. Now, I got to give props to the courts in New York, the federal court in New York, for freezing this executive order. I don't think it's fair. I think it's wrong. Sending somebody back into danger when they've tried to get out of it. And you can place the blame of that danger solely on the United States, Israel, Saudi Arabia, and a lot of EU and NATO countries. Because we bombed the fuck out of those countries back in the Stone Age. We have destroyed everything they had. When we went over there at the beginning of 2002, I believe. When we invaded Iraq. We bombed the shit out of Afghanistan. And now everybody's like, well, what do these people want? They want to get out of there. They want to get out of the mess that we created. Why aren't we fixing this mess? That's the shit, man, that just, it really irks my nerve when people are like, oh, well, they need to go home. It's like, oh, okay, well, why don't the United States actually do something productive? And how about, I'd love to see these countries put a ban on Americans going to those countries. I know that there's a friend on my Facebook right now that's over in Kuwait. He's been in India and traveling that area, which is cool. But if these countries really want to get under the skin of the United States, they can do that. Aaron Lee, I don't know where you come from, bro. I agree with you on gun rights, but mostly everything else, you're a Tommy Lauren follower, dude. I can't get on board with anybody that's a fan of that hypocrite, because she used to be a fucking liberal, and then she became a conservative. I bet you're probably an Alex Jones follower, too. I was until he started following Donald Trump. Because Alex Jones used to say, don't vote for Republicans or Democrats, because they're all the same. And then he endorsed a Republican fucking candidate. He's a hypocrite, too. Fuck him. And fuck Tommy Lauren. And fuck you all if you don't like what I have to say. You can suck my cock. I can't stand you son of a bitches, man. And I can't stand far left fuckers either. I honestly think the most dangerous people in this country are the far left. I really do. They are the most dangerous groups of people. But you fools on the far right, y'all are crazy as shit too. You got the KKK